What is going on, everyone? My name is Justin, or not Justin, from Warfarmer P, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to use BOWITCH. Now, if you've seen my recent videos, I haven't really been doing any kind of helpful videos, mostly just memes or live commentary. Last time I just reviewed reviews on the App Store, but we're going to change our pace here, and I'm going to be showing you a war strategy that has been very dominant at Town Hall 10, and like I said, that is BOWITCH. This does work at Town Hall 11 and 12. I feel like it's a bit more inconsistent up there, so I'm going to be showing Town Hall 10 specifically, but I am not saying that this does not work at Town Hall 11 and 12. So basically how this is going to go is I'm going to map out a plan of how a BOWITCH attack would work, and then I'm going to show you the actual attack near the end of the video. So by the end of this, you will know the basics of how to use BOWITCH. So to begin with, you want to know what the threats are in a BOWITCH attack, or just really any kind of war attack. And so we want to make sure that we know where the queen is, the clan castle, any traps that have already been scouted. If it's a fresh hit, that's fine, you don't need to worry. The king may be a threat, but usually the queen is more of a threat. And in this case, I'm going to actually be taking on the king at the end, so I don't really need to worry about that. And last but not least, the Inferno Towers. Multi or single, they are still a threat. So here's the base that I am attacking, and let's find where the threats are. So I'm going to label this in red. So we got the clan castle right here, so let's circle that. We got the queen right here, we'll circle that. Any traps that have been scouted, I am actually doing this attack as a cleanup raid. I don't remember where the traps were because I didn't really care, so I'm not going to circle any of that. The king is here, it's not a major threat though, so I'm not going to deal with it. And we got two Inferno Towers right there. So those are going to be the main threats in this raid. Alright, so now that that's done, we have to decide on our army composition. I am not going to tell you the specific numbers because like I said, this works at Town Hall 10 to 12. So the numbers would be different because of the army space. So I'm just going to tell you what would be in your army. Obviously, you're going to need bowlers. You're going to need witches because that's the name of the strategy, is BOWITCH. Jump if you need to get through another part of the base if your wall wrecker can't make it through. So to add on to that, you do need a wall wrecker. That is by far the most effective siege machine you should be using in a BOWITCH attack. So wall wrecker, pretty mandatory. It's way harder to use this attack without a wall wrecker, so I highly recommend that you have one. Sometimes you may want to bring wizards or archers to funnel out, or if there's any extra builder huts. In this case, we do actually have builder huts on the two corners there, so I brought archers for that. You will not always need archers because I feel like the bowlers and witches, they can get enough cleaning done. So that's your choice. If you have any extra spaces and you want to put archers, go ahead, not a big deal, but you don't need that many. And now let's get on to the main spells. I brought 2 heals and 2 rages. That is what I normally go with. So 2 rages, 2 heals, and a jump. I think that's the most basic spell composition. Also a poison for the clan castle. And you can bring another poison. I personally will bring another freeze because there's single infernos and I want to reset the damage that the single inferno gives to the wall wrecker. And since the clan castle and this inferno here are pretty much next to each other, when the clan castle troops come out, which turn out to be a dragon and an ice golem, I can freeze them and the Inferno Tower, and that's going to give me some really nice value for the wall wrecker to continue through the base. And one last thing, if you want to deal with the queen, or if you have trouble dealing with the queen, then I recommend maybe to bring a few healers. This is not mandatory, but say that the queen comes out to here, you might need some healers, and that's what I did in my attack. The queen did not actually deal with those bowlers and witches, but it's still important to have it, and it doesn't make the biggest difference. So it's your choice again. If you need healers, if you want healers, they're not mandatory, but I enjoy bringing them. All right, so now let's show you how a BOWITCH attack would work now that we got the threats and the army composition over with. So I'm going to show the bowlers and witches in purple. There are quite a few. I don't know how many I brought. I know I brought 8 witches. I don't know how many bowlers though, but you should have more than 10. So the bowlers and witches, I put them right here in the corners. Why? I don't know. I just put them where there is most space for the witches to be safe and to start spawning skeletons so they don't die off the rip. I feel like if you put boulders and witches here, here, here or here, then it just seems like they're already in danger, and I find that they have more space in the corners, so anywhere here or here is very good. Now, I chose to go down here because the queen is closest to this area and I want to make sure she is gone immediately, as well as the clan castle troops and the infernos. I can freeze them at the same time, so it's best to approach at this bottom right area in the base. So the main objective of the BOWITCH is to funnel for the main group. So basically, we want them to path around here and to remove these things on the side here, so that when you deploy the main group, they go right through the base here, because this is all going to be cleared out, so they will not go in that direction, and they will only go straight with the help of the wall wrecker. All right, so we put down our bowlers and witches. Now we want to decide our main group. We obviously have a wall wrecker, so the wall wrecker is going to go through right there. It's going to go right through these walls, right through these walls, and whoops, and through these walls. So the wall wrecker is just going to go straight, and that's going to open up the walls for the main group, which is going to be your heroes, and I don't know what color I want to put them in. Let's just go with pink. So boom, king, queen, all that good stuff. And I also save a few bowlers and witches to help out in the middle, so we'll do that as well. About a couple of witches and some bowlers. One more thing I like to bring, I should have mentioned this before, but giants are very, very helpful for the wall wrecker, as they help save some health, and you'll see that when I show you the attack. The giants can actually tank for the wall wrecker before the wall wrecker takes very serious damage. In my actual raid, the wall wrecker kept going and didn't really take any damage until it went to the inferno tower, which is very, very nice. And I brought 5. You definitely don't need to bring 5 because they do take up some space, but they are pretty helpful. So in black, I'll just put a few giants right there. You can also put some with the bowlers and witches in the corners to funnel if you want to have that as a replacement for healers, but I think healers get the job done. If there are air defenses there, then that might be something you want to consider as well. All right, so here's our main group, and here are the funnel troops for the main group. So they're gonna get through. Now we have to decide when we put down the spells. So we have heals and rages. I'm gonna put heals in yellow. They're gonna get healed probably around here, same with the rage spell, which I'll also put in purple. So around there, and it'll probably happen again right around here. And like I said, the jump spell that I brought, the wall wrecker will die around here to this next inferno tower, so the next jump is gonna go right there. All right, so with these spells put in, they should be able to break right through. The wall wrecker will die about in the core, and then the jump will put them through. With the poison, I'll put that in orange. I don't remember who I put it on. I may or may not have put it on the clan castle troops. If I didn't, it's either gonna go on the king, and like I said, if it doesn't go on the king, it'll go right here. And then the freeze spell, which, I'll just put that in blue as well. And that's gonna go right there. And last but not least, we don't want to forget about these builder huts. So boom, archer there, boom, archer there. So I think that is about it. That is the plan for our BOWITCH attack. So let me repeat what we have went through. So we got BOWITCH here, left and right. They're going to funnel along these edges so that the main group of heroes, giants, wall wreckers, and some extra bowlers and witches will make their way through. We put down our heal and rage, freeze, poisons, all that, jump near the end when the wall wrecker goes down, and then we have our final 2 archers to deal with those builder huts. All right, with all that said, let's get on to the main attack and check it out. All right, guys, so here is the attack. I got 2 archers, 5 giants, 2 healers, and I'm going to be using it on the right side over here. I don't remember if I put it in the plan, but I did put it over here to supposedly deal with the queen, which didn't happen, but hey, why not? We got 8 witches, 14 bowlers. I put 5 on the funnel sides, so that's 10, and then 4 in the main army. The wall wrecker, of course, king and queen, 2 heal, 2 rage, a jump, a poison, and a freeze. So let's see how it goes down. Here's the witches, and the bowlers are gonna go down that side, and same on the other, and they're gonna try to get some damage done. And here come the giants to help tank for a bit, and the wall wrecker the leftover witches and bowlers are going to go down as well. So as you can see, the wall wrecker is going to make its way down. The queen actually gets distracted on the wall wrecker and the rest of the main army. So luckily the healers didn't really do much, but I don't know if that's luckily. But they're still there helping out, and they're going to get a very wide funnel either way. The left side died a bit quickly, but that's alright. The main group is doing very well. Ice Golem did freeze them a bit. But as you saw, I did freeze the clan castle troops and the Inferno Tower, which really helped the wall wrecker get through these two walls here. And now they're getting their way through, destroying the core of the base. So the Infernos are pretty much done with. Not too hard. There's the final jump. Well, there was only one jump. So there's the jump. The king is going to come down. I actually did save the poison, so king ability is going to go off. I don't know. Yeah, I did put the poison down there. It seemed pretty late, but I don't know. These guys actually got very far thanks to the healers, but the healers did go down. The queen was over there the whole time, and she's going to destroy those buildings, and the main army is going to make their way up, joining the funnel group on the right. And believe it or not, that is it. The attack has been finished. This base has also been finished. So now it's just a matter of cleanup. The bowlers and the witches, they're going to destroy the rest of the buildings. There's no more defenses left. And that right there is GG. So here it is once again. That is the army composition. Inside the wall wrecker, I did put extra bowlers to join in. If you want to put extra giants, that works too, but I think bowlers are the best. And witches, I don't know, they don't really seem very helpful inside the wall wrecker. But yeah, there's your final army composition. If you want to copy that, you can, but you don't really want to, depending on the base. But yeah, there it is. All right, so I think that is gonna end it for this week's video. I know maybe it was long, maybe it wasn't. I was explaining the main plan for like over 10 minutes. I probably cut that down. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I did end up joining a new clan. You may or may not have already noticed that. I was leading War Farmer Pete, but I unfortunately had to shut it down because we were going through some major difficulties that I really don't want to mention. But I'm now in a new clan, Reddit Aries, and I'm actually really enjoying it over here. So this is the clan that I will be in from now on. So that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next week for another Clash of Clans or Brawl Stars video. Peace out.